President Trump is the president that I've been waiting for 30 years in terms of getting tough on China. After they brutally murdered 10,000 people in the main square of the capital city, Tiananmen Square, on June 4th, 1989, I believe that the Communist Party was incapable of reforming itself and that we should not enable the rise of a country led by a Communist Party that really wants to replace the United States as the dominant power on the planet. Trump has been on to China since the 1990s. He was talking about, in his book published in 1999, he was talking about getting tough on trade with China because China was cheating. China was cheating on its currency by artificially devaluing it. China was cheating by stealing our intellectual property. China was cheating on trade in other ways. So he understands China very well, and he's doing now exactly what he said he would do 20 years ago, and he's doing it very effectively. In 2016, the people, the economists, the geniuses in Wall Street and so forth, were telling us that the Chinese economy would eclipse that of the United States in the year 2020. That we were doomed to decline, China was doomed to rise, there was nothing we could do about it, we just sort of had to manage our decline.
Yes.
And Trump got into office and he said, no way. He said, China's going to have to play fair on trade, China's going to have to stop stealing our intellectual property, China's going to have to stop devaluing its currency, and he has moved forward on all those fronts. We have an economy that is still probably twice as large as China's. Why? Because of Trump getting tough on trade, because of Trump encouraging economic growth in this country. This would never have happened without a president who understood the real danger of the rise of China. I wrote about this in my book, Bully
Yes.
of Asia.
Yes.
And I would say today in 2020, if we have a second term with a President Trump, China will never be number one. China will never be number one. It is in demographic decline. It has the most brutal totalitarian political system in the world. The Chinese people, in their righteous anger in Hong Kong, are rising up against this government.
Yes.
There is massive unrest in China today. They have created an epidemic that is killing lots of their own people. They won't admit it, but there are many more deaths in China than the official death toll tells you. So China will never be number one as long as the United States continues to believe in itself